How's that look, boys and girls? Pumpkin buttermilk pancakes. It's what's for breakfast. Well, good morning. Welcome back to Monday Morning Chat. Today, besides talking about my medical stuff, we're going to make some pumpkin pancakes. Yeah, or pumpkin flapjacks, whatever you call them. As long as they call me to dinner, I'm good. So let's get this party started. This is all-purpose flour. I'm going to do 2 cups, less 2 spoonfuls. Because I'm going to replace the spoonfuls with baking powder. So, I've got the 2nd cup. I'm just going to pull 2 spoonfuls out of here. And of course, I'll replace it with baking powder. So here goes the baking powder. Make sure your baking powder is not old. It gives you some lift. So just take and mix all this around. It's a pretty easy recipe, actually. It's just my standard recipe, except I'm going to put some pumpkin in it. And pumpkin puree is what we're going to put in. So make sure one more time that it's all mixed up right. So I hope y'all been having a good time, and hope the winner of the election was someone that you liked or didn't like, and a lot of hurt feelings over all of this, and friendships lost that have been for years. And I had a chat with my granddaughter. She lives in Pennsylvania. She's in college there. I did not ask her who she voted for, because it really didn't make any difference. I just told her to vote for whoever she felt like was truthful in her own mind. And so I did ask her after the election, was she happy? And she said yes. But I still didn't ask her who she voted for, because it really don't matter. Alright, so I've got 2 cups less 2 spoonfuls of flour, all-purpose, and then I replaced it with baking powder. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter. Got some melted butter here. That's probably about a tablespoonful, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to put the rest on my griddle. I won't use it all at once. Okay. I've got some pumpkin spice. Let's see if I can shake some in here without going too crazy over it. Just probably want, shoot, I should have left the lid off. Probably want about a teaspoon of pumpkin spice, just enough to enhance the pumpkin flavor. This is pumpkin pie spice. I've got just regular, there you go, just regular pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie spice. I mean, not pumpkin pie filling. So. Anyway, it's been a fun week for me here. don't know if y'all could hear that. It set an alarm. So I'm going to use about 7 ounces of this pumpkin puree. It's a 15-ounce can. I'm using about half of it. Anyway, laser eye surgery after I had my cataracts removed. Did a couple of tests. My eyes were good, but he said that they could be so much better if I had the laser on them. So I've had the lasers this week. Everything seems to be fine. I've been on Ozempics for a while, and I started getting sick as a dog on it, and I got off of it. It's my last time to try it. I tried it before I got sick. Sick at my stomach all the time. Sick it just didn't feel good. So I tried it again. It rocked along for about a month and a half. Same thing can happen again. So I'm off my Ozempics. Anyway, so I've got the pumpkin added here. Now here's where you just kind of have to play this by the seat of the pants. Let me get a stir stick here. Stir it with. I use low-fat cultured buttermilk. It gives it the twang, the tangy, as I like to say, twang. It's going to be at least a cup, maybe a cup and a half. So this is, you're going to have to make it wet enough that you can pour. And that's not enough. And get over here. Going to do some more. That was probably about a cup. Here's a little bit more. Or buttermilk and pancake. It's the deal. If you've never made even just standard pancakes, it can be made with water or milk, or I think some people make it with tree milk, which I always laugh about because all the nuts and stuff that grows in tree they call it milk. I think somebody's bitched about that enough that they don't even get to call it milk anymore, because I can tell you, I grew up working on a dairy farm, and I ain't never seen no trees with no teats to milk. So, and that's where milk comes from. So anyway, you just keep on mixing this until it's thick enough, or it's thick already. It's thin enough that you could pour, and where it becomes a pancake batter. And it's getting there slowly but surely. Make sure you go to the bottom of the container. It smells really good. My standard recipe on this is 2, 2, and 2. 2 eggs. 2 cups of self-rising flour, or my homemade self-rising flour. And speaking of eggs, here they go. Don't want to leave them out. Yes, and I always crack my eggs on a flat surface. It keeps, if there's any little eggshells, that kind of helps keep them out of there. All right. It's probably going to be close. It might have to have a little bit more liquid. Not a lot. Scraping the bottom, it's still got a little flour on it. You can't see it under there. I mean, it's easier mixing in a mixing bowl, but I don't like doing dishes, so I just try to do everything in one. It takes a little longer, but that's one thing I've discovered about being retired. I ain't no hurry. I've been in a hurry all my life, and I got there and barely got there alive, and it's gonna have to have a little bit more. like I say, you just do this until you get it mixed up enough that you can pour it. And you can use, I guess you could use some water in here. I don't know. I've been making pancakes for years, since I was a kid in Boy Scouts. In Boy Scouts, we used just canned milk with a little bit of water, and it worked great. All right, it's finally getting there. Make sure I get everything off the bottom. No kids left behind here. You can see that's getting pretty close here. Maybe one more glop. And I don't know how many cups I've used. I just know I've used it enough to make this mixture pourable. And of course that's what I've got it in this pitcher for. I'm going to just pour it out. And of course, pumpkin pancakes, it's the perfect time for these in the fall here. Let me get this over here. Let me turn this stove on, this grill, and I will bring you back here in just a minute. All right, let's do a test pancake. That way we can test if it needs anything else in it. And there's no sugar added to this, so. That way we know if your batter's hot enough. I mean, your grill's hot enough. I'm gonna turn this on and let it cook. I'll bring you back. I'm going to turn this on. You'll understand why I stopped videoing, because this vent here, it makes so much noise. I'll bring you back here in just a minute when I flip this. Alright, you can see it's starting to get a few bubbles up here in the top. And by the way, don't try to make this mixture really smooth. There's still lumps and bumps and stuff in here. That's fine when you're making pancake batter. So, you know, just standard. Once it starts drying out on the top and you see some little bubbles come to the top and they stay there, you know it's ready to flip. I don't think this is quite ready, but it is starting to dry out on the edges here just a little bit. It's a little bit more cooking time. I'll bring you back when I flip it. Let's test this. See if it looks like, oh yeah, it's cooked. Just want to test it and see if I have enough pumpkin flavor in it. Tastes like pumpkin bread, so yeah, I did it. Let me get these poured. And we'll get you cooking some pancakes. I know I'm always wrong-handed for this, but yeah, it's pouring out really good. You see this grill's got enough residual heat that they're cooking along by themselves without even turning it on. Let's eat the rest of this. It's really good and tender. It's cooked plenty good enough and has that pumpkin flavor. This is a winner. I'll turn these on. I'll bring you back here in just a little bit. This is my first one I put down. So let's check it. Oh, it's perfect. Besides, I already put it in the butter. Now those were some pretty pancakes, boys and girls. Let that cook a little bit without that screaming Mimi going. We're going to plate this morning. We're going to be a little fancy. This is my mother-in-law's. I don't know what kind of dish this is. It's China. It says Empire Shape Mamito China. Dexter China. Ivory China. So I thought that would be pretty cool looking. I like using my old mother's spatula here, so get my mother-in-law stuff in here this morning. Let's see what these look like. Just about. I'm going to turn it back on and finish cooking them. Let's check these. There you are, boys and girls. She looks pretty on the bottom. Get the rest of these off here and reload this grill up. Griddle, excuse me. Make sure these are okay. Oh yeah, they're pretty. It smells so good. That tangy buttermilk smell. All right. Flip. Oh yeah. These are even prettier. This batter turned out pretty good. There you go. Right, getting really ready. If I can keep them on the griddle. Okay. There it goes. You are not twins, so let go of each other. It's okay to be separated. Let's see if the bottom looks good on these. Oh yeah. I'll flip it over so you can see, yeah. That look good? Yeah, looks really good. It's got a crease where it decided it wanted to run off the griddle. And this time we're going to do some baby, what they call them, silver dollar pancakes. Some little ones. My wife likes these. I like them for a snack. I take some medications and I can't take them on an empty stomach. So these are perfect little boys for that. And they don't take long to cook at all. Have you ever made pumpkin pancakes? Have you ever had pumpkin pancakes? You can see that picture just makes easy work of this. Let's see what this looks like back here. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll bring you back when I flip them over. Alright, you can see I just flipped that and it looks perfect. These are for the wife. You can see they're dried out good. I think I have enough left to do one Jethro pancake for me. These small ones don't take long at all to cook. These ready? Oh yeah. Let's get these on the cutting board. Well, not on my cutting. Well, they are on my cutting board on this platter. Ooh, get back up there. Ain't that pretty? Mouth-watering for breakfast. Pumpkin buttermilk pancakes. All right, one left. I don't think it's would be quite a good Jethro, but it'll be a good sized pancake though. It'll be enough for the old dude's breakfast this morning for sure. Alright, come on, get everything out of here. No kids left behind. There you go. That's why I like using a pitcher. I'll bring you back when this is finished. My Jethro size pancake is going to be really good. You can see it's about an inch tall. Alright, let's get this off. What's it look like? Oh yeah, she looks fine. Make sure, yeah. Looking good. Wish you all were here. I'd be making you some pumpkin buttermilk pancakes. And I whipped up some of my maple syrup this morning. Well, it's artificial, but it's what my mother did when I was a kid. I didn't have real maple syrup probably until I was 30 years old. But I'm telling you, this is easy and it's good. I'll bring this back for another video and show you how I make this. It's pretty simple. Alright, you can see she's ready to eat. Butter's melting. Got my homemade maple syrup on here. Like I said, I'll bring you back on another video for that. You see it's good and thick and rich. If I can get my wiggly fingers to stop. Come on, stop. Let me get a bite of this. My stomach's growling like, please, give me a bite. I know it's going to be good. I had that one bite of that one earlier. but it didn't have butter and didn't have my homemade maple syrup on it. All right, let's get a bite. It has the flavor of pumpkin bread, the spice flavor of pumpkin bread. It's soft and it's tender. And it is so good that I'm going to go in for another bite here. I'm going to go in for another bite. It's so good. That's greatness, boys and girls. Well, thank you for being back here on my Monday morning chat. I'm going to try to do these. Last week was Veterans Day. I did not want to do a chat on Veterans Day. I did say thank you to all the veterans. I put some pictures and stuff up of them. Even the old dude, I've always shied away from even. I never go out to eat on Veterans Day. I don't go in and get any of the free meals. I lost a buddy in Vietnam, and I went afterwards. We were going to go together. I decided not to go. I always felt guilty because I felt like I should have been there. Maybe things would have turned out different. Heck, maybe I wouldn't have come back. I'm not sure. But so I've always been reluctant even about putting my picture up on Veterans Day on my Facebook page. But that's the way the old dude rolls. I hope to see y'all on my next video. Please subscribe. Please share these videos. When you share a video of mine, it really does let YouTube know that the old dude is back in town. Country boy out of here to eat his pumpkin buttermilk pancakes. See ya. This is going to be so good.